Okay guys, the last time I made a video I said we were going to do an in-depth study of Revelations 12, the woman in the wilderness, and how that pertains to the remnant. However, I'm not going to be able to do that. I do encourage you to look up Revelations 12 and read that yourself, the whole chapter, and that will give you great insight to the beast and the woman giving birth to the church and the true believers and the Satan attacking that. Unfortunately, I found information today that compels me to do a video of a different nature. There's a man named Maitreya. Many of you know who Maitreya is. I don't think, however, many of us have realized just how serious this has gotten so rapidly. Please watch the following videos.
If the Christ or Buddha returned today, would you recognize him? The one awaited by all major religions has come when we least expected it. He is ready to emerge openly very soon. Look for a bright star shining in the sky night and day as a sign of his public emergence.
World teacher, whose name is Maitreya, stands at the head of an enlightened group known as the Masters of Wisdom, who are here to help humanity solve the problems of the world.
He's not a religious teacher, although I believe he's the one expected by all the world's major religions, but he's here first and foremost as a teacher, as a friend and a guide, and that the reason he is here is to lift our consciousness, make us aware of the significance of the time we live in. Never before in human history have we had the capacity to destroy ourselves. We have the power to do that. So we are pretty much ours, or to change direction, to move forward and create a new golden civilization. And what Maitreya is saying is that that is indeed what we will do. He can see into our hearts and sees that we will make the right choices, that most people do want harmony and do want peace. But at the moment that is not the case in the world. We have a situation where there are millions of people who live in utter poverty, many millions more who are literally starving to death.
This miracle happened to a businesswoman who was very depressed. She was waiting for a business meeting to begin in the foyer of a hotel, and she glanced up and saw Maitreya walking towards her swiftly. He reached towards her, and she reached back. He opened his hand over hers, and this chrome object appeared out of thin air and dropped into her hand. She was stunned, and he disappeared down the hall. Her depression was instantly lifted.
I'm a musician, and a few years back, before I actually knew anything about the Maitreya story, I was touring in Japan, and people over there used to ask me for my autograph, and I didn't know any Japanese, and they didn't know much English. So I tried to relate a positive message to them, so that I guess the thought that came to mind was a peace sign and a heart and a happy face. And a couple weeks after I came back to the States, I was in a part of town that I didn't really go to, and I was using a payphone, and right before I put the quarter in the slot, I looked on the side of the payphone, and there was a message written in black magic marker. It said, "To Gary, a heart sign, a peace sign, and a happy face." It said, "Still alive and well," and there was a cross, and it was signed the Christ, like an autograph.
The Red River of China. Here's an aerial view. It's quite big. Going on right now. Funny how your news doesn't cover this, but it can be found and researched. Until there's nothing left. Look at all the prophecies that have been fulfilled. Look at all the things that coincide with this man Maitreya. Now, lots of people speculate he could be the Antichrist, he could be the false prophet. My understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, send as many video responses as you want, But my understanding is a false prophet is the one that does the signs and wonders, which would make Maitreya the false prophet, and quite possibly could still peg Barack Obama as the Antichrist. But I really don't want to throw out there until I'm absolutely certain. But Maitreya is definitely going to lead millions astray. And I'm probably underestimating it by saying millions instead of billions. Please watch this from Barack Obama, which both men are from Kenya. Don't know if you've seen my video, Evil Counsel of a New World Order, but you should check it out. But watch this.
Contrary to the rumors that you've heard, I was not born in a manger. I was actually born on Krypton and sent here to save the planet Earth.
Which passages of Scripture should guide our public policy? Should we go with Leviticus, which suggests slavery is okay? Or we could go with Deuteronomy, which suggests stoning your child? Or should we just stick to the Sermon on the Mount? A passage that is so radical that it's doubtful that our own Defense Department would survive its application. Folks haven't been reading the Bible.
Guys, this is all happening. It's happening now. We are in Revelations. You've seen the stuff. You've seen the scriptures. You've seen this man and what he's done. Check out the links. Warn people. Make this video viral. I want video responses to this, so when people come here and look, they'll see your responses and they can find through your videos even more information on this man. We need to come together as a community and warn people. It's unclear to me personally whether he's the Antichrist or the false prophet. I have understood it that the false prophet works the signs and wonders, and this man indeed does that. He's even made statues to speak and open their eyes. So these things are happening around the world right now, and people need to be warned. Many are being deceived. Thank you very much.